Welcome to WVTC TV Network, capturing family moments in real time, bringing families closer together from the comforts of home. We are unleashing something different to the world. Start your subscription today for the low price of $4.99 per month or $55 annually. Go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com to sign up today. WVTC TV Network is streaming live on 8 different platforms. You can easily download the WVTC TV Network app on the Apple Store, Play Store, Roku, Fire TV, and more. Here at WVTC TV, we have access to movies that everyone can enjoy, including independent films, Sons of a Preacher and a Good Thing, Treasures of Life, the epic drama, The Passion of the Christ, and the box office hit Madagascar Escape to Africa. Remember, go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com and sign up today.
The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another segment of My Vision, My Journey. And I am sitting here comfortably, guys, with a special guest. But my sister is back in the building, y'all. My co-host, Lacoya, LaShawn.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to My Vision, My Journey.
Girl. And we got a dynamic guest sitting at the table, guys. I have a longtime friend of mine. Very good business partner, guys. My good girlfriend, Shandella Jones. Mrs. Shandella Jones, y'all. Yes, y'all. We're going to talk this morning, but we're just going to start off with a little man in the mirror. As you know what we do on Mondays, y'all. We come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. And sometimes you got to just get your head right. You know?
Amen.
And I got actually positive affirmations from you. I don't even know if you remember. You was like, you said y'all sit around the table and you all listen to motivational things in the morning. And I was like, my girl, might she do that?
So important. So important.
Is it? So is that something you still do in the morning, G?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why is it important for you to have something positive going in the morning?
It just gets your day started.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk out your door every day, you don't know what you're going to get bumped up into.
Mm-hmm.
And you just need that. You need that in you so that it could just get you through your day, through your week, and just make you a better person, really.
Yes.
Putting that into you every day, pouring positive into you every day.
I know that's right. Lacoya?
I think that it's awesome to have a affirmation of the day. I personally have scriptures around my mirror.
Okay.
And my favorite ones, and remind myself of what I'm supposed to go out there and do every day. Because sometimes, being in the entrepreneur space, it gets heavy.
It does.
It gets very heavy. So you need that reminder every day to go forth. I even listen to some of the, when I'm really low or really need that boost, I'll go and listen to the BET Awards from Tyler Perry.
Really?
When he talked about, he got the iconic award, and he was talking about go help somebody cross, people depending on you to go out there and do your thing.
Okay.
So I think about those things and how many people we've helped. Sharon, you've helped, Shandella's helped, to pull them across and see them successful.
Right.
So though that's something that I got to look at from time to time.
Okay, just to remember, take a walk down memory lane. So guys, our positive affirmation, we started out with man in the mirror, because again, something positive besides getting on that telephone, getting on the fake book, unless y'all watching My Vision, My Journey. But besides doing that, or allowing the news to start giving you just negative energy in the morning, or you just start having fear and anxiety and all those things, it's very important that first 5 minutes to get something peaceful, something positive into your system and digest that. So we start out with man in the mirror because on today we're going to take a look in the mirror too. We need to start taking a look at ourselves and really digesting what it is that we're seeing. Are we happy with what we're seeing? And I'm not talking about externally. See, y'all thought we was talking about the external mirror because the external mirror, we look good. But that internal mirror.
Come on now.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror, right? So you got to start with yourself. So guys, our positive affirmations, we appreciate that. We on episode number 7. Can you believe that, sis? 7 episodes
already.
So we want to thank WVTC TV network and WVTC radio guys for allowing us to sit here on this platform. So we thank you so much. You can download us. You can download us on all streaming platforms, guys. So we thank you so much. Also, we are looking for sponsors. We are looking for sponsors to sponsor My Vision, My Journey. And we are looking for interviews for the month of January because we booked for December. We booked them busy, y'all. Man, we booked them busy.
Busy is good.
Yes, it is. It's always good to be booked and busy. Yes. So, but if you guys are looking for interviews, please reach out to Misha Thorpe at 779-324-2177, 779-324-2177. Do we have anybody checking in yet? Anybody checking in, sis, on that end with you? Facebook? Oh, we do. We do have some people checking in. Oh, my mom is checking in. Good morning, Mama Baylock, y'all. Misha Thorpe, she is on here, the business manager. Yeah, she said good morning. Thank you so much for checking in with us, guys, on Facebook. We appreciate you all. But I just want to say, y'all know my tagline. I can't see it if y'all don't recommend. So thank you all so much for recommending small businesses and entrepreneurs to us. So my business shout out. My business shout out is to Chelsea Walker, Neil Murray. Chelsea Walker, Neil Murray, guys. She is at Chicago Advocate Legal. She is here to assist you all if you're having family issues. So we do have some young men that's out here working, y'all. And we know they're going for child support, up against child support. But sometimes our young men, they just trying to get a one-up. And you know how we can be. We don't want to work with them outside the courtroom, which I think everybody should be able to work outside the courtroom without having the law to tell you how to take care of yours. But if you are in that situation, young man, and you're making $50,000 or less, and you're still trying to get your one foot up, but at the same time, you need some assistance with child support, please give her a call at 312-801-5918. This program is to assist us in our urban communities. It's bad enough we're struggling, but then the legal is after you. So sometimes just trying to do the right thing as a young person. Sometimes that one little thing can take you 55 steps back, y'all. So my sister's here to help you out. I'm going to try to get Chelsea on the show in January, but she's here with family concerns. If you guys need legal assistance with family issues, even landlord foreclosures, she can help you guys with all of that if you have a low income status. So make sure you check her out. And we appreciate that. So, Lacoya, last week's guest, we had a soror here with them cupcakes.
Ooh, wee.
And I tried to say, you know.
It's okay. My body fat didn't need none. Didn't need none. Oh, I did not need to know.
You know.
Those cupcakes.
But they were delicious. She has those cupcakes in the jar.
Yeah, she's from Maryville.
Yeah, right? She's out of Maryville. So we want to say thank you so much to Michelle Wainwright, y'all. That is my soror. Actually, she won the pitch competition that I went to last year.
Oh, nice.
And she reminded me it's been a year ago to like last week is when we had met.
Nice.
And I got her on the show. So I want to say thank you so much to her. So y'all know what I do 20 minutes after the hour. We're going to talk to my guests here. But I do want to say, what legacy are you leaving behind? Sis, what legacy are you leaving behind?
Leaving a legacy of success to my children and anybody that I come in contact with. I got to leave a legacy of hoping to bring people across, to bring them to that next level. I love seeing our people successful, and there's so many people out there that do not want to help. They're gatekeeping, and we don't understand how much it is out there for everybody. So if you don't want everybody to know, don't tell me.
What'd you say? You just somebody try to tell everybody, huh?
Because what God has called you to, he didn't call me to. Everybody can't do a group home. Everybody can't be the host. Everybody can't do hair. Everybody don't have that gift and talent. So when God calls you to a thing, be confident in that, and you can leave that success. People, you can leave that success. You can leave that foundation and help somebody else because you're not intimidated because you know what God called you to do.
Okay, so you think we not operating in our full capacity sometimes? Because
absolutely, we run into, like I had when I did the group home, he was like, "Oh, I want to do that too," and I'm like, "Did God call you to it though?"
Everything is not for everybody.
It's not. And anybody that, and I help people with group home, give them the information, send them to the different places to learn more about it. I even help you with it, but did God call you to it? Your story might not be mine.
Right. So Shandella, being in the entrepreneur world, how long has it been, sis?
Oh my goodness, 27 years.
27 years.
27 years.
So I know you've seen it all, heard it all.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
But 27 years still thriving in it. It has to be some passion there because
a lot.
You when I say 27 years as a hairstylist, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. We're gonna back to trainer, but right now we're just talking about moving forth on the journey. 27 years, you wasn't in a salon by yourself. It was other people in there with you.
Yes.
How do you survive and keep thriving and still want to maintain when people just in there and not taking it serious? How people come in and they just soak up and you like, you didn't hear nothing I said.
Sometimes along the way, some people won't get it. And you have to be ready for the ones who are ready.
Good point.
And chemistry is everything. And sometimes people are in different places and spaces in their lives. And it's for you to be a blessing, no matter if people are ready or not ready.
Exactly.
Because we all have a purpose here and all of our journeys is different. But the people who will be on that train with you for a lifetime. Or a long time.
A long time. Right.
And so with saying that, you just keep the smiles, you keep God first, and just be grateful for every moment and every opportunity that you have with people coming, crossing your path in life.
Yeah.
And I like what you said, sis, that the passion. I teach entrepreneurship, and sometimes people come in and they're just choosing businesses that make money.
Right.
My first question to them is, what are you passionate about? Because when it gets hard, and you could probably speak to this, Shandella, when it get hard,
you better be ready. You better be ready. You better keep them shoes tied,
baby.
Because it does. It does.
And if you don't like it,
everything.
Exactly.
It's everything. And I try to tell young women and men, aim for something that you could see yourself doing and loving. Because when you love it, you will give it your all. You will be great. You will be good. You know what I mean? And it does. But it's as hard as you make it.
Yeah.
Life, business, it's as hard as you make it. Relationships, it's as hard as you make it. And you just cannot allow walls and people and situations to get in your way and block your blessing. Don't get stuck.
Woo, baby.
Don't get stuck.
We go, Lord, don't get stuck. Come on now. Because you know, the tables, being at the right tables really, really makes a lot of difference. And when she said don't get stuck, a lot of us do get stuck because I don't know right now, is it because of what we seeing? A lot of what's being flashed, a lot of what's being shown on social media. And when I say social media, I'm talking all outlets, whatever it is that you entertain, or whatever you're allowing yourself to entertain and download and digest. If that's contingent on how you shaking and moving, I think you need to stop watching Facebook. I think you need to stop watching Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. If you allowing social media to shape you, mold you, because that ain't going to be there all the time. That's not the real meat and potatoes out here. So if you allowing that to get you to certain rooms and certain tables, and then you getting stuck, we're gonna talk about how to get you unstuck. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, and sis, I think too, sometimes people just don't have anybody to show them because of their environment. I met a young sister this weekend, just didn't have anybody to show her because her family sold drugs. Her family, you know, shot and killed in that lifestyle, grew up in the projects, didn't have anybody to teach her about business. Didn't have anybody to pull them out. So I say expand your territory, start connecting with people, going places where you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna show you the way, because it's a great deal of Sharons and Shandellas and Lacoyas out there that'll give you the resources and the tools that you need to take your success to another level.
Amen.
So, guys, my affirmation for today is I'm growing, but I'm not going to let you destroy me in the process. Y'all, I'm going to say that one more time. And I know I said it last week, and I'm going to stay on it because some of y'all need to hear it again. Hey, hubby, he just checked in. Mr. Bell, thank you for checking in.
Mr. Bell.
He said, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I'm growing because a lot of us, we growing. You growing, I'm growing, Lacoya growing. The station is growing. The network is growing. The village is growing. We're growing, but we're not going to let you destroy us in the process. So what I mean by that is you're not about to take me back. You're not about to let my past hijack my future. I'm not about to let you revert me back because of you want to bring up my old, or you want to navigate how I'm moving now and tell me I'm not being a good because I'm navigating in different circles. You're not going to take me back. So I'm growing, but I'm not going to let you destroy me in the process. A lot of us is growing, but we letting people get in our ear. We letting people talk too much to us. We letting people, reject.
Listening to the wrong
people. And now we stuck. Like Chandela say, don't get stuck.
Do not get stuck. No.
Do not get stuck. So you look like you got stuff you want to say about that affirmation. You look like you want to get it out.
I mean, seriously, because we could get stuck in that place. I remember being in corporate America and, dealing with the racism, the heavy racism, and I was sitting at my cubicle at that time. I know it's something better. Me and God was just having a conversation like, I know it's something better.
Right.
I was stuck though, because I didn't know what it was that I was supposed to do. And I really had to spend some quality time to figure that out. But you do get stuck in transitioning sometimes to figure out what that thing is. Because you don't like your current situation. First acknowledging your situation.
Yes.
So I acknowledged the fact that I hated it.
You had to get in that space where you had to look
and I had the plan. And to transition out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you had the courage, number one. And then you had the man in the mirror syndrome, number two. Because you had to look at yourself and make sure was you worthy? That's what I mean by the man in the mirror. Looking inside. Yeah. I am more worthy than to be staying right here on Stuckfield Boulevard. With you all. I'm more talented. I told myself when I walked away, I was not putting my time, my talents, and my skills on layaway and clearance no more.
Exactly.
No more. That's it. I'm like, I'm done.
It's just needing that boost of energy to just, when God say go, go.
Say that.
When God say go. It's time to shut everything down, because when He is your head, He will make sure you don't fall.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He will make sure you don't fall. And the courage is everything. It's everything.
AKA faith.
Yeah. So, sis, before we get off into our guest, Lacoya, is there anything you want to give us? Any antidotes? Anything, hon, sis?
Absolutely.
Anything?
So for my business people out there, it's the new year coming. If God says start that business, but let's start with that passion. As I guess Chandela said, it was that passion that kept her going. It was that love. Find out what you love to do, what you'll do for free to start that business.
So important.
Get ready for 2025 to start that business, but I want you to start out with something that you love. Don't look at it for the money. Oh, I can make money in this, but do you love it? Make sure you love what you're doing, as my sis said over there. You know, look at the man in the mirror and figure out what that passion and what that love is when you get ready to start that business. And I'm gonna be here right here cheering you on to reach that successful mile.
Yes. And sometimes you just got to get in that quiet space and place and just listen to what God has for you. Sometimes you got to let the crowd go. You got to walk away from the crew and the crowd. Let me say that again. You got to walk away from the crew and the crowd. And you have to have that quiet moment.
Yeah, you do.
And don't tell people what you're doing. You know, people not supportive of that in your circle. You know who's giving you the, oh girl, that ain't gonna work. But if God told you to do it, it's gonna work. Right. And I found that many women, many entrepreneurs, startup organizations, startup women and men that I've talked to, they don't have the supportive group or the mindset around them. So don't tell everybody what you're doing. Go out and do it. Let them find out, like, as soon when you do it, when it's the grand opening.
Sometimes it can be so confusing when you get so many point of views and so many people saying
different angles of
red paint. No, I'm gonna blue paint a little better. Now go ahead. You all like
messed up because you shouldn't have even asked in the first place. So guys, you got to reject your rejections, and I thank you for putting that up there. We thank you, Teresa Horton, for joining in with us. So my special guest at the table is my very good friend, as well as my hairstylist, you all. And when they say sometimes get you a business bestie, this is one right here at the table that you can sit down and have a good conversation with. But I want to thank my sister, Lacoya LaShawn, for those points. What she said for 2025, guys, get your pen and paper. She said, find something that you're passionate about, something that you love to do. My sister Chandela say, walk away from the crew and the crowd. You got to be ready to walk away from the crew and the crowd. And then Lacoya said, be quiet sometimes. Stop talking to the naysayers. So you know who the naysayers are. You know who to share the information with, guys. So sharing the information, sis is at the table. Sis, tell everybody where you're originally from. South side of Chicago. What side of Chicago you're originally from?
South side of Chicago. I grew up on 68th and Anthony, right off of King Drive.
Yep, right there, South side. And what high school did you go to, Chandela?
I went to Hirsch High School.
That's why I wanted her at the table, guys, because I want y'all to know it's some real Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Because, sis, in Chicago, people kind of, where you from? South side, east side, but we love everybody. And Chicago is love, but I love for my people to know where the connections come from, because some of our neighborhoods of where we grew up at don't look the same.
That's true.
They don't look the same, but this is our legacy. These is our roots. These are grounds and areas that we stomped on and we walked on. And not only that, my sister still is a pillar in the community of where she is doing and what she has been doing. She is an awesome hairstylist.
Thank you.
As you can see, y'all. But sis, tell us a little bit about who Chandela is.
Chandela is a young lady off the south side of Chicago who always had the passion for hair as a child, being in high school, doing all my friends' hair. And so when I graduated, I knew college wasn't for me.
Okay.
It just wasn't for me. And so I went straight into cosmetology school. I attended Canella Beauty School. And I don't even know if any of them are around, but the one I attended was on 66 and Holston.
Okay.
And so after attending Canella, I went and worked in maybe 2 salons.
Really?
And from there, I knew that I wanted to have my own.
Okay, now by this time we young, right? We like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And in your early 20s, she was thinking business.
Yes.
Come on,
mindset. Mindset was business from day one. Going into cosmetology school, I knew that it was going to be great things and great opportunities in front of me. And I took advantage of it. And I started out with a lady named Deborah Jean, who was a mentor to me. And I just received all that good information that she had for me. And I absorbed it. I was like a sponge. You know what I'm saying? Learning from somebody who was a little bit older than me. And I absorbed it and I went from there.
And in your industry, that's something else that's special about that. It's one thing to have a mentor, but to have one in your industry to pull you up and give you the downfalls, the uppours, the outpouring of the business.
And to be able to take the good and the bad when it comes to criticism.
Absolutely.
Because, that's something that we don't want to take sometimes, but you have just being able to be a variety of all. You know what I'm saying? It was points in my life where, sometimes you get a little weary, but you just gotta keep that flow going and just look to the hills which come in my help. And so I just wanted to master and be good at whatever I could. Short hair, long hair, curl. No one expected or even seen coming. But I just put my foot forward and I just continue to stay on go and ready.
Girl, I remember we were talking about bottling up stuff, bottle up those gifts, bottle up whatever it is, products, get it out to your clients so that we can still maintain and all those things. COVID was not a challenge for a lot of people. Some things came out of COVID where a lot of people birthed some things too.
That is true.
So, we take it as, man, it was a downfall, but a lot of people industry-wise, they was able to excel. And I think because they were still looking for something more than just where they were, being right here. What else could I do differently than what I'm doing currently right now?
Yeah.
And so for me, the birth of my vision, my journey came. And I didn't expect it. God dropped it in my spirit. But at the same time, I knew it was some people out there that needed to thrive, like businesses as yourself, who said, hey, if you can't get the weave out, let me call me.
Look, I started having clients come to the house. Okay. I went back to the kitchen. I had to open the kitchen.
Back to the drawing board.
You had to
go back to the room.
Right. Back to the drawing board where it all began.
Look, thank God for great clients. Thank God for great women just being in your path and in your life. So yeah, for me, I didn't bottle up any products, but I was blessed to be able to open up my doors and do some hair at home.
Right. So for for our startup business owners, sometimes you got to pivot. That's where that SWOT analysis come in. My strengths, weaknesses, threats. Because COVID was a threat to businesses.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's something that you have to think about when it comes to businesses. Sometimes we don't do that. We don't think about the strengths, the weaknesses, the threats, the opportunities that you may have within a business. So sometimes you got to pivot, guys, and think quick on the feet.
Yeah, and it came so fast that it just blew everybody off their square. To me, it just blew everybody back because it was something that wasn't really expected in our lifetime.
For that length of time.
Right. And that length of
2
time.
years.
So you got people trying to just survive at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And you had to do what you had to do.
You got to do what you got to do. So Shandella, was there at that time, I know, because how many chairs you have in your salon currently? I think it's like 8 to 10.
Yeah,
8 to 10. About 10 chairs.
Wait, say that again.
At your current salon, you have about 8 to 10 chairs in there, right?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time of COVID, you was pretty full, right?
And actually, during COVID, I think I had 13. So I even, lost some operators during COVID.
During COVID, was they leaning heavily on you, and was you like using that teach back moment to say, hey, this is what you all need to do? Because lots of times people look to the leader, so
kind of sort of, but we were all just kind of gathering together, keeping each other encouraged, keeping letting each other know, look, we're going to get through this. It's only for a period of time. It will be okay, So we all kind of went back and forth in communication with everybody, and kind of having suggestions and throwing things out there. So we all just work together as a salon family.
But see, that's
giving
that
them
table.
a positive affirmation.
Yeah. That's that table. That's that table again. That's what I'm saying. Being
that
at
table is important.
Being at the right table, man, that is so important because, like we say, people sometimes. I think this the YouTube can teach hair, but what do you suggest, Shandella? If you really have the passion and the love for it, what is your suggestions for a young person that's saying, hey, I think I want to do this? What is your suggestions for them to stay on the journey to be successful? Because I know a lot of people come through your salon and they see the glory, but they don't know the story.
It's a process.
Thank you.
It's a process.
Well,
yes, Lord.
And you have to be patient, like with anything. But just know that on the other side, it is greatness. And you just got to take your time along the journey, because it's always going to be a journey.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't give up. Don't stop. It's so easy to just let go and just sit it down and walk away. But then you're going to go somewhere else and start. And so you just want to stay on course, and it goes back to what I said. It's going to be as hard as you make it. You got to tell yourself opposite. You got to, I am great. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am everything that I want to be. You got to, like you said, look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
You have to look in the mirror and know, and not only know, but see these things and know that you can do it.
Another thing you said, Shandella, is speak to that thing. That's power in what, as a man thinketh, so is he. So when you think about it, you speaking it.
It's power
and I had to, for me, I had to really remind myself, like, wait, I'm over here going through, let me speak to this thing.
I know. Yes, sis, I know.
Let me speak to this
mountain.
Get it up off of
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes when you going through, you might forget who you are in God.
Yeah. Some days you will.
You will forget who
that
you
thing
are.
will diminish you down to a mustard seed.
You get one of those blows that bring you to your knees. Sometimes you forget.
You be just there rubbing on them.
Right. Your face in the mud. You done got up and you gotta hold on.
Right.
I am a child of the Most High.
Look, let me get my glow back. I was seeing that this morning. I'm like flipping through the music. I need something to get my glow back. I need something to get my glow back.
Exactly.
Sometimes you need, like you said, speak over yourself, talk to yourself,
encourage yourself, and be in a space where you can have those uplifters, those important people, people who can give you the energy that you need when you down. I know my strength is my husband.
Come on now.
Amen.
That's my right, my left, my front, my back, my American Express card. Y'all know I say it all the time.
He brings out the best in me. And that's what you need. You need those people who bring out the best in you. And when you are weary and when you are down, you got that person right there in your space who can give you what you need.
To help
and for those who don't have those people in their space, they're there, but you just have.
I would say, for me, I had to pray for divine connections. I prayed for divine connections in 2018, and baby, when I say I've had some divine connections that have brought God will send those people in your path. I had a call yesterday. Somebody just thought about me. Gotta drop you in somebody's spirit. When you ready to give up, when I had those blows that brought me to my knees, people called me, didn't know what was going on. When I wanted to break down and cry and go feel sorry for myself, God would not allow me to fall. He sent people my way. They will call at that very moment that you about to crash.
You right.
And I mean, and you had to, hi, how are you?
Right. Fake it. And then they like, you okay? You like, They like, no, you not.
Right.
And you like, Lord, they know I'm not okay. And then you just a ball of, emotions.
And then you get it out, and it's those prayer warriors that come and lift you up.
And that's what I'm saying. They're there, but you gotta be ready to receive it.
That's right. You gotta be open.
They're there. I got stuck early on, but they're there. You have to be ready to receive it too, because sometimes we'll build up a wall where we're not ready to receive it. So how can you get the nourishment that you need if
you're not open to the process? And so that's, if you are that individual, and sometimes we just in a rut. We don't know how to get out of the rut. Prayer is the weapon this season, guys. That's it's been dropped in my spirit, and I've been sharing it. Prayer is your weapon this season. If you don't know how, what you say, Lacoya, you can Google. Y'all Google any and everything.
Y'all do.
Y'all Google any and everything. But that's what we're talking about. Get around the circles and don't be afraid to ask. We be in these rooms sometimes and we just name dropping, title dropping, excited to be in the room. Girl, I was in the room with Bobby Brown and them. Blah, blah, blah. What did you get out of Bobby? Did you ask? What did you get when you?
I'm like a sponge. I'm an absorb.
Thank you.
Absorb it all.
Right.
I need it.
Exactly.
I need it.
If you in the room with heavy hitters, if you think they heavy hitters, then pick their brain.
Sure.
Pick the brain of a heavy hitter. Because if you come out of the room and you don't have no nuggets, you don't have nothing to take back to the bank and deposit.
What was the purpose?
Well, you was just a centerpiece in the room, sitting on the table, looking around, starstruck.
I got telephone numbers and names.
And then, okay, give them a business tip. Telephone names and connections. How long do you wait before you connect?
Oh, I connected immediately. I wouldn't let my newest mentor get out the room. I was like, how you doing? I need your assistance. And and she calls.
Right.
She calls, but as you know, successful people, multimillionaires, billionaires, they have paid for the knowledge. Sometimes you got to pay for the knowledge, but you want to make sure you do your research and make sure the person that you are giving this money to has a track record and is known for.
And not catfishing you.
Yes. Because they will catfish you. You got people on Facebook talking about, come to my, do this, do research. Research, people. Don't just go give your money because they had a Facebook ad.
Right.
Make sure they are proven.
So, Shandella, can you add to that about people just seeing things and not really doing the homework, and following up under this person, that person, don't really know they in the hair game like that, but because they see popularity on social media, what is your suggestions? Like, find the right tables when it comes to hair. How do you find the right tables, though?
Networking with people in that industry. Look at what that person has done. Look at their light. You know what I'm saying? Look at their light. See how bright their light is shining. And gather yourself and your things and absorb. Be that sponge. Get what you can out of those people who are out there who can teach you. Who can teach you on where it is you want to be in your journey, and the if it's the hair industry or whatever industry you're into.
Because 27 years plus in the game. You said since high school. Back then it wasn't on social media.
No.
It was word of mouth, sis.
It was word of mouth.
It was word. And if you wasn't no good,
it was look, standing on a bus stop. Yeah. You know what I mean? Going to church, in the grocery store. It was straight.
And hair salons were super packed
all the time.
They were so. It was no get on the schedule line and online and it was word of mouth.
Yes, I was thinking about that driving over this morning. Like back in the day, how the salons was like, your woosah place. You know what I mean? Where
yes.
you just let everything out right there. And it felt so good. That was your relaxation time, away from the kids, away from the husbands and guys or whatever. You know, that was your peace to be in that presence with so many women. You know what I mean? And salons, you know, you have so many people who have studios now.
Absolutely.
How did you keep the gossip and the goofiness down, Shandella? How did you keep the mess? Because, you know, a lot of women, you know how we can be, you know, we catty in the mofo. But how did you keep that away?
Just not allowing it really to be in your space and in your place. You know, my stylist, I have some of the best friends because they're not just co-workers, they're friends, they're family. And you know, I anoint my place.
Amen.
I pray over my place.
Come
I
on
put
now.
oil over my stations, over my salon chairs for people who are coming in, and for my stylists and so forth. And you know, we have salon talk and we have fun with salon talk.
We do.
We have good time,
We do.
just keeping that mess, is no room for it.
Right.
It's just is no place for it. And so we just try to keep that away from us.
And you have a variety of age groups. It's not everybody is. She has a variety of age groups in there.
From the people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And that to me is just, is great. It's great because you get to get knowledge from different angles and different ages. You know what I mean?
That keep you, keep you in the rim. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Shandella, I thank you so much for talking to us today, girl. I appreciate you
having me.
So tell everybody again where you guys are located.
So we are located 8100 South Stony Island, of course, South Side. 8100 South Stony Island, Chicago.
Hair Unique Hair Salon.
Yes.
And you guys specialize in all styles.
We do anything you pretty much anything you want. You can call Hair Unique, and you have someone there who can service you.
Yes, girl.
We don't turn nothing down but the collar.
Girl, we've been rocking a long time together.
Yes.
We have, I mean, from hair shows to everything, guys. But I thank you so much for coming to the table. Before we get ready to get out of here, it's just a few things that I want to cover, guys. Don't forget to get Covered America. Open enrollment started November 1st, guys. The Hope Center Foundation, 773-371-2346. This is for, guys, we don't want anybody to miss out on Medicare. We don't want you to miss out on getting your health benefits. So make sure you get Covered America. Look that information up. And then November 23rd, we are going to be with Key Works Association food distribution at Gallery LKC, guys. Y'all know that is my good friend Lillian Keys. So I thank her so much. But they're going to be doing a giveaway on Saturday, November 23rd from 11 to 1. Canned goods, fresh produce, meats, and more. 1 bag per household, guys. 1 bag per household. And she is taking donations. And then lastly, my announcement is Yoland presents the 2nd annual Perfect Landing on the Runway fundraiser, guys. It's coming up in February of 2025. But we're having a model call. We're looking for fresh faces, ages 5 to 17. And that will be November 26th from 5:30 to 7:30. And then for adults on December 3rd, guys. And it's going to be at the Lansing Public Library. Look on my page for more information. And don't forget, we got next week's guest coming up, Ann Jones. Ann Jones will be coming up, guys. She is the owner of the non-for-profit organization Alice Foundation out of Inglewood. Somebody say Inglewood.
Inglewood.
So we thank you guys so much, but stay focused on your goals and your visions.
Yes.
Don't focus on the current situation. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the beginning. Like my sister Shandella said, she had to go back to the beginning. What was the positive things you was doing that got you before you got stuck? What were the positive things you was doing before you got stuck and you stopped believing in you before you knew the words can't? Go back to that. That faulty viewpoint, that faulty lens will have you bankrupt in your thoughts. So go back to the drawing board. You got some unfinished business. You have to work in the vineyard, but you're allowing replica gifts of others to apprehend you from what God asked you to do. You're doing the work, but you're looking around too busy on Facebook and everywhere else and seeing what other people doing. And now you worry that what your work in the vineyard is not bringing forth blessings. Stop looking at them replicas. You good to go. So they are looking for authentic, fresh fruits at the table. But you coming to the table trying to be dry goods. We ain't looking for that. Be authentically you when you get to the table. And be consistent. Go back to the drawing board. Be relentless. Be fierce. Be courageous. Be bold. Be a beast. Be a winner. Be hungry for what it is you want. Because consistency will get you to your destination. Because the taste of finishing is more pleasing to the palate than quitting. Stagnation and procrastination gives power to deactivation. Don't let them deactivate you. We love you.
Yes, we
Thank
do.
you.
We appreciate you
Love
for coming
you
to the
more.
table.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, yes. Lacoya, any last words, honey, for the people?
No last words, but start that business. 2025 is coming up. Let's get ready. Let's change those communities.
Go be great, guys.
Yes.
Go be great, guys. But don't forget to have that passion, that love. Walk away from the crew and the crowd. Be quiet to the naysayers and speak that thing into existence. We love you, my vision, my journey, and we are out.
Singing through the birds, singing songs that you've never heard, melting in the sun, and the smiling's never done. Oh, freedom reigns and washes away all my pain. It doesn't seem like reality, but it's here, right in front of me. I love these ideas.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.